Hiya guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would jump on and share with you guys a bit of a haul video. So today I journeyed up to Brisbane and I went to the Lifeline Bookfest. You guys might have heard me talk about the Bookfest in a few of my videos. I do like to head up there when it's on and get a lot of my books and things. So it's late at night now, so I apologise for this lighting, this bad lighting here. But I've brought everything home. It's still wrapped up and I thought it would be fun to sort of unwrap everything and see what I brought back from the Brisbane Bookfest. The Bookfest is on for the next week, so any of you guys that are around Brisbane, it's still on. They restock every day with new books. It's just great. It's really a wonderful place to go. So anyway, I think I will jump in. It's gonna be a long one because I came back with a bootload of books. So if you guys really enjoy looking at books for journaling and nice illustrations and things like that, keep watching. Make yourself a cup of tea and have a look at the things that I brought back. So I think the first thing that I'll start off with here, I do have it in front of me. It is not a book, but I picked up this. Now it's called the Australian Woman's Weekly Greenhouse. These are like reference cards. I'm going to tilt it up a little bit for you guys here to see. These are all sort of reference cards for plants. I think they're about the 1970s and they're in really good condition. All of the books and things that you'll see here in the video cost me $1 or $2.50 each. This one here I believe was $1. So we'll just go through it. This says Greenhouse Index, and you've got all these tabs here: kitchen, garden, floral and fragrant, and they're all sort of reference cards that you can pull out. I have had recipe cards like this before, so they're like this, and then on the back you've got all your information about all the different plants. So there is absolutely stacks of them here, so they're going to be a lot of fun to play around with. Just yeah, all different categories here, so that's a really fun thing to grab at the Bookfest. So I'll pop this one aside. I haven't got much room because I'm kind of surrounded by books here, you guys. A couple of things. This one's not a book either, but if you guys remember these teledecks, I remember my grandmother had one. I grabbed it because I thought these are quite fun to pull out and use. And yeah, it was, I think it was $1. No, I believe this was $2.50 because it was in the stationery section. So here's that one, not a book. Now I'll kind of bring out some of the things that are packaged up and we can go through them all together. So here is the first one. It's kind of like Christmas when you come home and you're unwrapping everything. So this is what they do. They wrap them up and they put a piece of tape, whether it's yellow or red, just to show which section it's come from in the Bookfest. So we will have a little bit of a look at this first bundle of books that I grabbed. I'll take that one out there. Alright, so the first book here is called The Observer's Book of Birds, and yeah, it was either $1 or $2.50. I generally don't go to the section in the middle because I find that a lot of the books that are in the middle can be found in the other sections, and you know, it's not worth it for me to really go there when I can get the other books in the other sections. So yeah, this is just a fun little book here with little bird illustrations in it. And it's also great to show you guys these books because, and especially when it's on the inside, because then, you know, if you're particularly interested in a book, you can then go and look online, maybe at an online second-hand bookstore, and purchase that book for yourself, because quite often they don't have pictures of what's on the inside, and you know, you like to see what you're purchasing and all the pages and things like that. So if you see anything you like here, you can always just look up the name and yeah, the author. So this one here, it's a pretty modern sort of a book. but it had beautiful, beautiful bird illustrations in it. I mean, gosh, you can't go wrong. Just beautiful, loads of fun to use. Generally I do like the more vintage sort of bird books, but this was just stunning. So yeah, I'm not actually too sure what this book is, so it just says Australian Birds, a Celebration. So just beautiful pictures of Australian birds. Here we go. We all love this book. You know, I've got I think 5, 6 copies of it, and I did pick up quite, I think maybe about 3 this time around. So The Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady was either $1 or $2.50, so great bargain for this book. Just beautiful. You guys all know this book. Beautiful pages to add into your journals, to make journal covers out of even. You just can't go wrong with these books. They're just absolutely stunning. So what have we got here? We have got the Australian and New Zealand Book of Herbs. So I believe this one was $2.50. I just remember because it was more towards the end of my trip that I grabbed this one. And this one just has little pictures of herbs and things that you can cut out. So just little fun little pieces here and there. Great for cutting out and having your beautiful floral sort of ephemera. So it's a lovely book. This one here, I actually already have this one, so when I saw it I knew straight away I didn't need to look at it. The Book of the Rose, and it was not $6, you guys. I would not have spent $6 on it. So there's beautiful illustrations in here. So this is a lovely one if you're interested in looking this one up. Sort of every second page has got beautiful rose illustrations in it. Just stunning. So another great book. So that's our first pile. So yeah, settle on in, it's going to be a long one. Let's go through another one. And I'm hoping I don't sort of come across any of my husband's DVDs and things in here. Maybe we will. Okay, this seems to be all mine, so we'll take this one out. Sorry you guys. Sometimes they sticky tape it to the books. Okay, so first up I've got this little herb book here. Oh yeah, so sweet little images here. I really enjoy getting these smaller illustrations. I think they're just great to pop in your journals and sort of flip up and flip out on the pages, or make little tiny pockets out of them. Just beautiful. So there's that one. It's Collins Gem Guide, Herbs for Cooking and Health. So this one here is Botanicals, 20 cards and envelopes. I do go to the stationery section there, but this time it was absolutely crazy in the stationery section. People were just digging left, right and centre. They had gloves on and they were absolutely going for it. I could barely get in, but did manage to get a couple of things. So these are some beautiful cards. Here, actually my son picked these ones up for me. He spotted them for me, so I haven't even looked at what they were. I just sort of opened it up and went, yep, threw it on in. So lovely little cards here, just plain on the inside, and your envelopes. So just pop that one back in there. So yeah, botanical cards. What do we have here? I'm hoping some of these things I didn't forget to put back. Oh no, this is a writing set actually. So here's your writing paper, and I believe these are envelopes, and it's all sealed up. So this one was $2.50 because it came from the stationery section. So it says Windsor Elegance. This one here, this is just a pen and carbon book, so some vintage sort of lined paper. Nothing too exciting there, but you know, always handy to have. Here you go. Here is another book, Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. Is it the same as the other one? Yes, I think it is. Yeah, because I think the other one's Nature Notes. So yeah, exactly the same here. And we have this one here, which is Complete Guide to Indoor Plants. It's got lovely illustrations and things in it here. So great to cut apart. This one was $1. Okay, so we'll grab another bunch of books over here. Take these out, you guys. Alright, so we have got this little, what's it called? The Little Alpine Flower Book. And this is really sweet. These little, sweet little pictures of, I think they're photographs, yeah, photographs. And I think illustrations as well, so really cute little book here. Here's that one. This one is not. This one's not florals. But I grabbed it because I think it's one of these old sort of postcard books that would flip out. Yeah. And I kind of thought that was really interesting, so I threw that in. It was $1. We have got this one here. It says The Book of Herbs. These all have sort of just black and white sketches of herbs in them, so what was $1 as well. And what do we have here? This one is called What Bird Is That? You can barely see it. Yeah, but, you've got some lovely pictures of birds in here. It's it's very ripped and very torn up, so you know, it makes you feel a little bit less guilty about tearing the pages up, but yeah. Here's that one. Now, here we go. This is my son's because he got a guitar for his birthday, so we'll just pop that one aside. We've got this one here, Book of the British Countryside. I don't believe that this one is illustrated. Oh, I think maybe there's some, but this was $1, and here you go, it's got some lovely pictures and things in it. But a mix of photographs and bits and pieces. Pop that one aside. This one here says The World of Animals. So what have we got? Lots of interesting pages here to cut out, and I apologise if you hear any banging because everyone is upstairs. Lots of lovely pictures in this one, so you wouldn't be able to tell really that that's what's inside this book. This one here is the Encyclopedia of Herbs. So I've kind of got to go back through and see, why did I pick this one? Let me see why I picked it. I don't know why I grabbed this one. Oh, maybe for these pictures here. Oh, there you go. That's probably why I grabbed this one, because of these lovely pictures that are through here. And it was $1, so that's that. And I might just go and take these books and pop them aside, and then we'll carry on. Alright, so we've got this book here, which is Australian Wildflowers. We'll open it up and have a look. Just some beautiful wildflower illustrations here. You could do whatever you like with. This is a really beautiful book, actually. So there's that one. We've got this tin here that I grabbed from the stationery section. So take that off. It's completely filled with cards and envelopes. So grab it out. Sort of painted looking cards. So they're blank on the inside. I think, who painted this? Is this? I believe this is Renoir, but I might be wrong. yeah, just some beautiful, beautiful cards here. Oh, Van Gogh, so probably a mixture of artists, paintings. Beautiful, beautiful cards though. So these were $2.50 in the stationery section, and I really adore getting cards. So there's those ones. They're going to be a lot of fun to use, especially because I think I used most of my cards up in my stash packs. I've put all of my really good cards in there, really beautiful cards that'll be coming in those. Pop that there. Grab this parcel here, which is just wrapped on its own, so I am not sure what we've got here. Have a look and see. It's my son, so yeah, Rowan of Rin. Okay, that's my son, so I apologise for that, guys. We've got this book here, which is The Queen's Hidden Garden, Buckingham Palace's Treasury of Wild Plants. So yeah, this is a great book, I thought. And this was $2.50 because it was one of the last ones that I picked up as well. So just full of lovely wildflowers and things. Let's pop that over there. Then we have this book here, The Complete Book of Houseplants. So I'm not sure how much this one was. Let's see why I bought it. Oh, it's got quite a few little illustrations and things in it. Oh, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful pictures. Yeah, lots of lovely pictures in there. So whether it was $1 or $2.50, it's well worth the money. That one aside, we have got this one here. Says the Illustrated Herbal Encyclopedia on the side. So yeah, nothing on the front, but it must have been facing up. So yeah. And once again, there's a lot of sort of herbs, illustrated herbs in here, so just flick through those. Next book we have got here is called The Rose, Myth, Folklore and Legend. So what did we get this? Oh, there you go. Beautiful pictures. Obviously, sorry about my cat, guys. He does this when he wants to be fed. He's impatient. So lots of lovely pictures in there. And I grabbed this one because I love to cut the images out of these sewing books here. I think they're just great. So this was $1. And I've had numerous copies of this book before. This one here is a great book. It's called Brisbane as a Garden. So I was really surprised when I opened it, but it has beautiful, beautiful illustrations in it. And it shows the gorgeous cottages from 1876. So really lovely pictures in here. And we'll bring it over another bundle here so we can sort of unwrap it. Okay, I remember getting these, and these were in the sort of $1 section. Down there. So as you can see, these are the types of books, but when I went through them, I saw lots of lovely pictures in the back, so I grabbed them all. And I'm pretty sure that I do have another stack of these. So this one here is decorating with plants, and I will show you what I mean in this book here. Where was it? At the back they had lots of lovely illustrations in them. So well worth it for $1. There was, yeah, beautiful, beautiful pictures in these ones, and it was pretty much in all of these books as well. So this one's perennials. They were more so at the back, but I love to cut these out. I put them in my packs, my little ephemera packs and things like that. They're just great because I've already got the borders. You can cut quite neatly around them. And yeah, beautiful, beautiful books. Even these ones where I was like, oh, no, these ones that say lawn and ground cover, they're not going to have any nice illustrations of them. But yeah, they did. I was very surprised. So they did have some lovely images in these ones as well. So they're going to be so much fun, but unfortunately I'm probably going to have to pack all these up pretty much straight away, because we are moving well, our house is completed in 2 weeks. So if you guys follow my stories, you'll see on Instagram, you'll see the progress of all that. I take photos and share it up there. So more beautiful illustrations in here. So if you guys see these ones, Evergreen Trees and Shrubs, who's it by? It's by the Time Life Encyclopedia of Gardening. So those ones are great to grab. Rock and Water Garden. They get me so inspired to create things. So just got stacks of fun images to cut out. And this one is Cactus. So you don't often, I don't often find illustrations of cactus, so that one's a lot of fun. And I'm pretty sure I found, I think I found 2 batches of this sort of set. I don't know how many's in a set, but quite a few. So pop those ones aside and then I'll clean up my books and carry on. Alright, so grabbed another pile here. I have this all colour book of butterflies. These are not illustrations, but just beautiful, vibrant, vintage pictures of butterflies. These are gorgeous. I love including these in like my birds, butterflies and botanicals ephemera packs. It's just stunning. They're so vibrant, these pictures. So there's that one. We've got this little book here, Birds of New Zealand. We do get a lot of books that are Birds of Australia or New Zealand. So sort of a field guide kind of a book, I think. Here's that one. This one's from the stationery section. I grabbed this calendar. It's from 2015, but just beautiful. So it was $2.50. And calendars are great to include in journals. I think the pages are really interesting. So there we go, if you guys can see the picture there. Lovely, beautiful illustrations in all of them. So I could not pass up this calendar, and nothing's been written on it. It's pretty much like, it's brand new, so. Stunning images. I'm hoping I picked up more than one calendar, but we'll see. I can't quite remember. So there's that one. If you guys are ever looking for this, it is an old calendar, but just beautiful. Now we've got this one here, which is Wildflowers, Ferns and Grasses. So who is this by? I'm not sure who this is by. Oh, there's the name if you're interested. And beautiful illustrations on every single page, so well worth it if you wanted to purchase this one. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, and lovely patina all around the outside, because let's see when it's from. I assume it's probably the 70s or 80s. So 83, so it's a vintage copy. Then we have this book here, which is a field guide to the birds east of the Rockies. Oh, okay. So there you go. It's not an Australian bird book. So that's something different. So once again, it's a field guide book. It's got multiple images on each page and little maps on the back. So that's a great book. This one here I was really excited to find actually. It was $2.50, but it says plants and animals, and I could just tell immediately because they remind me of the ones I have with my butterflies, so I knew it was going to have good images on every single page. So yeah, as you can see, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Insects, snails, birds, turtles, frogs, fish and butterflies. Just a huge variety of animals and yeah, plants, so it's great, that one. This is from the stationery section here in the Bookfest. It's a weekly planner. I don't know how vintage it is really, but it's kind of patinaed. It's a yellowish sort of a colour, but a lot of fun to pop in your journals. Then we have this one, which is the Illustrated Herb Encyclopedia. So yeah, like I said, I went to town up there and I filled up my entire boot with books. So lovely images in this one here. I think I'm going to need to buy several new bookcases for everything. I really don't have the room for all of this now, so I will bring over another package. And I still have, believe it or not, 7 maybe packages like this, so yeah. I'll kind of skip through some of them. What's this one? It says the gardening year. So what do we have in here? Okay. Oh yeah, so beautiful, beautiful book. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. So this is a lovely one if you're interested in purchasing this one. Let me grab all this out so you can have a proper look. So yeah, it's called The Gardening Year and it's by Reader's Digest. And what year is this? Let's see, it's completely falling apart. 1968. But this, obviously it's a stunning book. I would definitely look out for this one again. Beautiful, beautiful pages. Not every single page, but there's quite a few in there. We've got a couple of these other books. I won't go through them because they're the Time Life books again. And this one, another one of these. I think I did go through this one before, so I don't want to sort of show you doubles of things. Okay, so we'll grab one more bundle. We'll open it up. Okay, so we have got here something from the stationery section. It's called The Rose, a photograph album, 8 cards and envelopes with photo frames. So, oh cool. So we have here, I actually purchased something similar at Knot Shop last week. These are like photo cards. And they're so fun. So fun to put in your journals. You just tuck your photo behind there. So gorgeous. I think this is why I bought this one, for these photo cards. Probably not so much for the album, but let's have a look at it anyway. Let's see if I can open this up. You can see what's inside. I don't even think I looked at this. I just grabbed it for the cards. Okay, so yeah, beautiful. You could, I don't know how you could use these. If you have any ideas, let me know. I'm not too sure. They're quite thick, so yeah, but they're really fun anyway. So there's that one. This one here, we've got Monet, so 10 different designs. These are all cards as well, so beautiful. I love these card sets. I don't believe that one's Monet, but this is popped in there randomly. And this book here, I grabbed it because I've already got it at home. Flowers of the World. You guys probably saw this in one of my last videos. It was about books. I think I showed this one, so that's another great one. It was $2.50. trying to think what else to bring over here. We've got a little tiny bundle of books here. These, I know these ones are from the, oh no, I'm wrong. Okay. I'm pretty sure we have a mixture in here from my son. So this one is the Illustrated Guide to Roses. We have beautiful images and things in this one. I'm not sure if this was $1 or $2.50. There's that one. We have got this one here, which is the Lohmann Guide to Wildflowers, Lohmann Books, 150 species illustrated in full colour. So a bit of a new book, but yeah, a lot of beautiful images once again. We've got this one here, which is the Concise Guide in Colour Decorative Houseplants. And wow, oh cool. That's a beautiful one. I love it when they take up the whole page and every single page. So great. That one's by Hamlin actually. There's the name and the author if you're interested in that one. It is 1976. Yeah, every single page, so that's a great book to find. See, we have this one here. I don't think you guys are interested in seeing Ratatouille, but I love this movie, by the way. This one, Lohmann Guide to Birds. So, did we not just... Oh, okay, I must have probably purchased these two together. They were probably side by side. Lovely, lovely illustrations in this little one. So, let's have a look here now. We have got this, and I'll see if I actually have my scissors. I recognise these because I did purchase some envelopes exactly like this in an op shop, and they were just packaged by themselves. And so I saw this and I was like, it's exactly the same design of envelope that I purchased, so I knew that they were lovely. You've got your beautiful writing paper here, and yeah, there's the envelopes. So it was all sealed up. There's definitely some markings on it because it's obviously been aged a little bit, but a lovely little writing set there. And let's see if I can pull over a few things here. I grabbed this order book, just a lot of fun. This was in the stationery section, and yeah, it's great to tear these out and use those ones up. We've got this one here, which is the Guide to British Birds, and yeah, beautiful, beautiful images in that one. We have got this here, which is a writing set from Australia Post. That's an Australian native plant. I think it's the bottle brush. Yeah, it looks to be the bottle brush, so let's have a look inside. I actually have not looked inside, so it was all sealed up, so let's see what we've got. We've got a lovely writing set. So it says, Thinking of You. And yeah, just beautiful. So all sealed up there. And we do have another one of these, Entry Diaries of an Edwardian Lady. Oh, there's a card inside. I've never seen that before, but oh, that's interesting. Beautiful, beautiful card. So yeah, that's awesome. And most likely, you know, I'll go through them later and I'll probably find bits and pieces that'll fall out. That's generally what happens, bits of ephemera and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun to find those sorts of things. So let me see, you guys, I'm just going to pack up again and bring over a few more things. I hope you guys aren't getting too bored watching all these books, but I'll check back in a minute. Alright, so the next thing we've got here is the Dell Encyclopedia of Birds. Who is this by? It just says over 395 full colour illustrations. So lovely little bird book there. Let's see, so there is the details for that one. We have got here a book of cut flowers. I actually already have this one, so I knew it's a great book to have. I had used it up though in my previous stash packs. I had cut, I think, these pictures out in them, so yeah, it's great to find that one again. We've got this book here, which is The World of Birds. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. Just sort of an old book about birds. It's okay. I probably got this in the dollar section, so I don't mind paying $1 for something like this. It's not great. I wouldn't recommend spending a huge amount of money on that one, but it's okay. And then we've got this one here, Birds of Prey. The first person I thought of when I picked up this book was Alida. She loves birds of prey, so I thought that I could send her some pictures out of this one. So that's immediately what I thought of when I picked this one up. She loves owls and all of these lovely birds of prey. So there's that one. This here, you guys have probably noticed this one in my last sort of a book video, but I did grab this from the stationery section once again. It's just an analysis book. It's got blue sort of ledger, or I think it's ledger, paper, so it's great to include in journals. I only found one of those this time, so yeah. This one here actually reminds me of this one. So it looks to be the same. Let's have a look and see. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, exactly the same, just a much larger size. So that's interesting. I did not know they actually did that for this book. We've got this book here, which is the the Country Life book of the Natural History of the British Isles. So yeah, I think that this one did not have illustrations, but I really wanted to get it because I do love anything that is, oh, there's some beautiful illustrations there. I do love anything that's sort of to do with Britain. I just love the countryside over there, so I actually really want to read this book, so that's why I grabbed that one. We've got this one here, which is Birds of the World. I already have a few copies of this, but I've never seen a cover like this one, so, and yeah, this is on the front here, the Aussie Battlers. So I'm not too sure. Oh, it's belonged to a school. Yeah, that's really interesting. 85, so that's so cute. Got lovely bird illustrations in this one. This is a good book to get. I do get a few books that are not birds and florals. You guys are probably sick of seeing all those books. These I grabbed for my son and I thought if he doesn't like them, that's alright, because I think these pictures are quite cool. This is the Observer's Book of Geology. My son, he wants to be a scientist when he's older, and he's looking at all different sort of pathways for that. So I like to grab him books about science so that he can read through them. So there's that really cool book actually, and this one is geometry, because he's also quite into maths as well, so I thought if he didn't want it, I can always use these cool vintage pages. So a couple of books there. This one here, also it's not birds, but it's, yeah, what does it say? English words and phrases. I think I grabbed this because of how patinaed the pages were. I mean, that's just so, I don't know if you can see, it's so brown all around the edges, and I was like, wow, it's just, that would be so cool to use, that paper. And it's just, yeah, so that's why I grabbed that one. We have got this one here, which is roses. Lovely images of roses here. I think I could start a bookstore with all the books I've got. This one here, Yeats. This is a very old book. Yeats Garden Guide. Such an old book, but look how vibrant those beautiful pictures are. Just lovely right there on the front cover, and then yeah, lovely age sort of gardening pages throughout. And yeah, look, beautiful, beautiful pages. And somebody's handwritten note there. Yeah. So there's that one. And this one, which is African Violets for Modern Living. So I think I'd said before, I love to get these older gardening books because of how vibrant the pictures are. So it's just beautiful. There's that one. I grabbed a set of these books here. They're all the same sort of a series. So you've got your fish, marine sort of fish, seashore, tropical birds, animal migration. I'm pretty sure I've got a few others as well, but they've got lovely illustrations in them, so I just picked them up. They were, I believe, $1 each, or maybe even cheaper, I think, because yeah, I think maybe she gave them to me for 50 cents each even. Not sure why, but beautiful illustrations in all of them. These ones have got shells and crabs and fish. So not everything is birds and florals, as you can see, but animal migration, butterflies. So those were a great set to pick up. This one here, I grabbed it. It's a French book. I really like to get foreign language books as well. I didn't get too many this time, I think maybe one or two. So French book there. This one here, Illustrated Library of Nature. Let's see, what did I grab of this one? Not sure. Maybe there were some lovely images in there. Not a huge amount though. I would have spent $1 on this one. So little pictures of birds here and there, which will be fun to cut out. So there's that one. And I think we'll bring over another package here. We'll undo this one on camera. I think these are very much the same. Yeah, pretty much the same as the last lot that I showed you. But we'll go through this top one as a field guide to birds. This one's completely falling apart, so don't feel bad about ripping this one up. This one here, this was in the $1 section. 1959 garden book. I grabbed it because it's just so old, and these pages are really smooth actually. So there's that one, and these, yeah, like I said, these are all the same. Birds of prey, there's owls and things, and they're all the same. Wildcats, evolution of life. Yeah, I think they were $1 or 50 cents. Just lots of illustrations. Oh, there's animals of Australia and New Zealand. And that one, so many. So I won't go through all those ones. Bird behaviour, prehistoric animals, seabirds. So yeah, quite a number of those ones. You can't go wrong. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more packages, guys. I am a crazy book lady, literally. This one here, Encyclopedia of Birds. Probably a mixture of photos and pictures. Probably I spent $1 on this one because, yeah, I wouldn't have spent any more if it didn't have, more in it. So then we've got the Atlas of World Wildlife. Lots of pictures in this one. Yeah, this was most likely $1 as well. So it's come from a school. I actually don't know where they get all their books from because, yeah, there's so many. Every Australian Bird Illustrated. This is a mixture of photographs and illustrations. This was most likely $1 as well. Again, every Australian Bird Illustrated, just a different cover. I don't even notice sometimes, so yeah, that one is exactly the same. But they do that quite often, and yeah, I think I'm getting a different book, and yeah. This one here, these are the Time Life books again. I have this book already, and I've used it in my stash packs, so there were these beautiful images here that were in my botanicals pack. I can't go wrong. And orchids. I love these books actually. They're so brilliant. You can never have enough, I don't think, because just look at them. All beautiful, beautiful images. You can cut all those ones out. And I might go ahead and just undo the rest of the books and quickly sort of show the rest to you guys. Alright, so I've opened up my last lot of books and I'll sort of quickly shuffle through them because I don't want it to be too long for you guys. You might be a bit bored by now. This one here is Australian Butterflies in Colour. Beautiful images of butterflies here. So there's that book. We've got this one here, which is the Gold League Book of Australian Birds. So beautiful, beautiful images here. We have got this one here, Encyclopedia of Birds. Is it the same? No, that was Birds of the World. I do have this one, I believe, already. So I already knew it was going to have some lovely images in it. We've got this one here, which is Rare and Vanishing Australian Birds. It's got this beautiful parrot on it. Again, it's from a school, so yeah, it's got lovely, gorgeous images in here. This one would be a hard one to cut apart, I think. But really beautiful, beautiful images in that one. This book here is a bit falling apart in the cover, but it says Wildflowers of Australia. And let's have a look. It's got all these book plates of wildflower illustrations. So yeah, beautiful. This one's a really lovely book. I would recommend this one. So it's by, let's have a look, Angus and Robinson. See the details there, who it's by, and it is, what date? First published in 1938, but this is 1967, this copy. We have this book here on cats. I don't know why I grabbed this one. I love cats, so I guess that's why, but it was most likely $1. This one here, Plant Names Simplified. So this is just an index, sort of a book with plants, so completely plain, that one. Got this one here, which is the Book of British Birds. It wasn't $7, so yeah, lovely images here. It's quite an old one too. It is, let's have a look, 1974 for this one. And we have got a few different books and things here. I did grab this World Atlas because I love getting out. They had so many of them at the Bookfest though, but I just grabbed the biggest one I could see. So there's that one. Sorry about that noise there, guys. We've got this one here, which is Complete Australian Gardener, I think, illustrator. I can't really see because it's all faded. Yeah, Gardener Illustrated, and this is a really, I mean, it looks 50s, I think. Let's have a look and see. Oh, I can't see a date on it, but it does look like the 50s to me. So, oh, this looks like one of those chocolate packets. So, yeah, it's a lovely book, that one. And I grabbed this one. I do have a smaller one that has stamps in it. I think it's called World Stamp Collector. So this one's very, very similar. It's a catalogue of stamps. It's really old and it's just full of images of stamps. So I love those books. They're great. A few more here. They're the same sort of books. So I'm not going to show you all those. Plants and Animals. I think there was one very similar, wasn't there? Yeah. So it has a mixture, I think, in this one. Nothing too great in here, but it was most likely $1. We've got a few more to go. We've got this Encyclopedia of Nature. So a few images in that one. Oh, this one's a great one. It is Birds and Mammals of Australia. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's from the library actually. It's an old library book. And yeah, there's, oh my gosh. It's just gorgeous images in this one. It's huge. As you can see, it can't fit all in screen. But there you go. There's a kookaburra. It's just beautiful, this book. Goodness, I will have trouble ripping that one apart. I probably won't. We've got this one here, Family Guide to Nature. I've had this one before. I think I grabbed a book like from the free bin, I think. Let's have a look and see why I grabbed it though. Oh, there's a few pictures here and there, but overall not a huge amount in that one, and the rest are a couple that are on repeat, so I won't go through those ones. They're exactly the same that you've seen. But I hope that you enjoyed this haul video. I know it was long. I wanted to unwrap it all, and so that's why I jumped on and quickly did this video. But hopefully you enjoyed looking at the books, and hopefully, you know, if there's some there that you like, you can now go and look up who they were made by and perhaps purchase online and things like that. So yeah, and if you guys are in southeast Queensland here, the Bookfest is on for another week, so you've got plenty of time to go, and they restock every day, so there's new books out every day. I won't be going back at all this time around. I'll probably go back next year or something, but yeah, that's it for me. I'm done. I've got more than enough. So, but it's such a brilliant event that they hold, and this is the second one that they've had this year, and I'm not sure if they're going to be having another one on the Gold Coast. I didn't go to the Gold Coast one this year because it's a little bit different to the Bookfest in Brisbane. So, but anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this whole video, and I will chat to you in the next video. Bye guys.